Welcome everybody into the Caller Foundation Complex here on the campus of Howard Community College. Matt Trudell here with you for a major game for seeding implications in the Region 20 tournament that's coming up here at Howard Community College, March 6th through the 8th. We have the visiting Chesapeake College Skipjacks taking on your Howard Community College Dragons. Dragons currently sitting in second place in the region. Chesapeake is sitting in fourth place, kind of third place. They just Cecil College has a game in hand, so this is really a battle for seeding. Dragons are 13-3 in Region 20. Chesapeake College is 10-4. So we have a massive, massive game happening today. We have Chesapeake is 20-4 on the season. The Dragons are 20-5. Dragons just ended their 13-game winning streak at a loss on Tuesday night at Prince George's Community College. They lost 71-62. It ended, like I said, a 13-game winning streak. They hadn't lost in quite a bit of time. And this current Chesapeake team is on a 5-game winning streak. They are 10-1 on the road. So that's another thing to look at. They've only lost once on the road this year. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Their most recent game was Tuesday night at CCBC home against CCBC Catonsville. They won 92-82. This team has 5 players that average double-digit in points, led by Willie Jones and Brandon Hooks, both having 14.9 points per game. Elijah Krettel averages 13.7 points per game. LaShawn Moody averages 13.1 points per game. And Ashton Pratt averages 11 points per game. Their leading rebound getter, Shaft Clark, 8.4 rebounds per game. And Willie Jones ties him with the lead, 8.4 rebounds per game. Again, the Dragons come in 20-5 on the season, 13-3 in Region 20. They are 12-2 at home. They are led by Emmanuel Enriquez, averaging 11.2 points per game, 6.4 rebounds per game, followed by Sincere Barfield, 10.5 points per game, and then 3 players averaging 9+ points per game: Christian Dean, Jaden Johnson, and Arthur Roche. Their leading rebounder is Anthony Jami, averages 7.8 points per game, 7.7 rebounds. Again, Dragons are looking to end Chesapeake's winning streak and come into tonight and start a new winning streak of their own. Let's get into the starters for today's game. We'll start with the visiting Skipjacks. Starting number 1, a sophomore guard from Horsham, Pennsylvania, Brandon Hooks. Number 3, a freshman point guard from Cambridge, Maryland, LaShawn Moody. Number 4, a sophomore forward from Tampa, Florida, Willie Jones. Number 12, a sophomore guard from Alexandria, Virginia, Ashton Pratt. And number 21, a sophomore forward from Magnolia, Delaware, Shaft Clark. They're coached by head coach Andrew Sachs, and he's assisted by Delonte Joyce and David Walton. This Dragons team starts with number 1, a sophomore guard from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, Jaden Johnson. Number 4, a sophomore guard from Columbia, Maryland, Truth Norton. Number 11, a sophomore guard from Baltimore, Maryland, Emmanuel Enriquez. Number 24, a sophomore guard from Columbia, Maryland, Christian Dean. And number 35, a sophomore from Paris, France, Anthony Jami. They're coached by head coach Mike Smelkinson, assisted by Will Thomas, Almaraz Jr., and Cole Harshman. We're going to step aside for the starting lineups, and then we will be back for the opening tip-off. All right, back here in Columbia for this big time Region 20 matchup between the visiting Skipjacks from just over the Bay Bridge and your Howard Community College Dragons. We will have Anthony Jami going head up against Shaft Clark for the opening tip-off. And we are underway. Chesapeake wins the opening tip. Hooks gets it over to Moody. And now the Skipjacks will have their first possession of the game. Moody moves to his right. They're looking, gets it baseline. It's knocked out of bounds by Christian Dean as he was harassing Ashton Pratt as he was driving up the baseline. So it'll be Chesapeake's ball, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Hooks. Hooks inside to Clark. Clark finds Pratt on the baseline. No good, though. And then with 6 seconds left, Clark has it. Misses the shot at the hoop. Battle for the rebound. Falls to Pratt. And now Jones drops it off to Hooks, and Chesapeake will reset. Jones inside. Turnaround jumper Moody. No good. Clark goes for the rebound. He throws it out of bounds. Tried to throw it off of Emmanuel Enriquez's leg, but it touched out of bounds before it hit Emmanuel Enriquez. So it'll be Dragons ball, and they will have a chance at the first points of the game. Jaden Johnson gets the inbound from Emmanuel Enriquez. And now Enriquez has it right at the top. Norton over to Dean. Dean throws it down low to Jami. Jami got Clark in the air, and then Jami got blocked at first by Jones, but then when he got it back, he was fouled by Jones, so now he will go to a line for 2 free throws. First foul of the game goes on number 4, Willie Jones of the Skipjacks. Jami misses the first free throw. Now the second free throw is good, so the first point of the game belongs to the Dragons. They are 1-0. They're running a 2-2-1 press, and it's almost thrown away, but Moody's able to save it, but then Enriquez gets the strip, and now Dean going to push it up the court. He's going to drive, and then he tries to drop it back to Jami. No good, but Enriquez somehow ends up with it, and then Enriquez gets his own offensive rebound, and now Norton has to swing it out to Dean. Dean's going to drive. Now Enriquez baseline jumper gets that to go. So Dragons up 3-0, and they're going to continue this pressure. Moody back to Jones. And then Moody's able to break the press, and then he kicks it out to Clark. Now Hooks. Fast-paced offense due to the Dragons playing that press. Now Moody with the ball to Jones. Hooks all the way across, but it's stolen away by Enriquez. Enriquez gets it to Norton. Norton is fouled by Pratt, and he will go to a line for 2. No good on the shot, but he will go to a line for 2, and Pratt picks up his first foul, team second. Foul number 12, Ashton Pratt. That's his first team second. The first sub of the game is going to come in on behalf of the Skipjacks. It will be Elijah Krettel. First free throw missed by Truth Norton. Krettel comes in. He will come in for Willie Jones. Entering the game for the Skipjacks, number 2, Elijah Krettel. Norton now, second free throw. Too strong on that one. Krettel gets the rebound and then floats it up to Moody after it was tipped. Moody tries to hit a rebound, no good. Jami smacks it away before the offensive rebound. And then Pratt's going to shoot a 3, no good, and Christian Dean comes down with the ball. So Dragons still have a 3-0 lead, 17:30 left in the first half. Jaden Johnson calls out a play for his team. Gets it to Enriquez. Enriquez lost control of the ball, but he's able to save it. Now he loses it again, gets it back again, and now Truth Norton, down low to Jami, 8 seconds on the shot clock. His pass is stolen away by Clark. Clark just driving, and then Norton does a job to get back and poke it away. Then he crosses up the defender, and then he's just going to slow it down, get it over to Dean. Now Enriquez is going to shoot a 3, misses it off the front of the rim. Rebound drops to Brandon Hooks, and now LaShawn Moody for the Skipjacks. Going to bring it up the court. And now Pratt with the ball over to Krettel. Krettel inside to Clark. Clark driving to his left. Gets the left-handed layup. No good. And Jami comes down with the rebound. Jaden Johnson going to push it. And then he gets it stripped. And now Pratt heading the other way. Drops it off to Krettel. Krettel gets the reverse layup to go. And the first points for the Skipjacks belong to Elijah Krettel. And it's now 3-2. Johnson now. Going to bring it up the court. Over to Enriquez. Now Dean. Dean faked on a 3. Now Norton. Enriquez swings it over to Johnson. Norton looking to get it down low to Enriquez. Decides against it. Now Dean will shoot a 3 and get that to go. Christian Dean coming off of a 10-point, 4 steal, 2 assist, 2 rebound game against Prince George's County. Now Krettel gets the ball smacked away from him. Johnson knocks it out of bounds. And we're going to take a media timeout, so we're going to step aside. 6-2 is the lead. Dragons are in the lead. 15:36 left in the first half. All right, welcome back to Columbia. Coming out of the first media timeout, Dragons have a 4-point lead. Relatively low scoring first 4 minutes of the game, but the Dragons have that lead. Coming into the game for Chesapeake is number 15, Josh Rivers. He came in for Moody. Now Hooks. Pratt open for 3. No good. It hit the scoreboard. Shot clock, I mean. So it'll be Dragons ball. Now Johnson gets it across the line. Christian Dean faked a 3. Gets it inside to Jami. Jami's going to drive on Clark. Kicks it out. Dean open for a baseline 3. Gets that to go. So 2 threes from Christian Dean. He's up to 6 points already. Now Krettel gets it up. Jami comes up with the steal and then gets it to Dean. Dean shuffles it over to Johnson. Johnson's going to drive baseline. Kicks it out to Dean. Open for 3. And he gets that to go. And Christian Dean is on fire. 9 points. 3 of 3 from three-point range. And Rivers can't handle the pass. And it will be Dragons ball. And things are going well coming out of the media timeout for this Dragons team. Truth Norton will have it just to my left. And he gets it into Johnson. Now Johnson taking on Rivers, just going to drive. misses the shot at the basket. Rivers comes down with the rebound, and now Hooks is going to push it up the court. Gets it over to Krettel, and now Pratt. Hooks is going to shoot a three. No good. Rivers is there to clean it up with the offensive rebound and putback. 12-4 is the score. 14 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half. Jaden Johnson gets it to Norton. Norton's going to drive baseline, stops, gets two defenders in the air, and gets the easy basket. What a move by Truth Norton. And now Rivers up to Pratt. Pratt gets it up to Clark, and Clark is going to be fouled by Jami. Good job by Clark. He was able to get around Jami, and Jami fouled him before he got the easy basket. So Credo will have it right in front of the Dragons bench. He gets it into Hooks. No pause or anything. Now Credo swings it back to Pratt. Looking to try and get it inside of Rivers. Rivers comes back, gets it back to Credo. Then they throw a baseline to Pratt. Pratt able to get the tough reverse layup to go. Christian Dean kind of found out of position. Johnson. Now Dean. Enriquez down low to Dean. Dean turnaround. Can't get that to go. And then Clark is able to save it from going out of bounds. And Hooks now on the other end. Dragons with an 8-point lead. Arthur Roche is going to come into the game for the Dragons. I wonder if he's going to come in for Dean. Clark now driving on Jami. Jami hand in his face. Tough shot converted by Shaft Clark. Now Johnson gets it across the line over to Dean. Now Norton. Enriquez was open for three. He's going to step in, take a deep two. No good. And Hooks now with the ball. Going to bring it up the court. Gets it over to Pratt. Pratt's going to try and drive. Might have got away with the shove. No good. Dean comes down with it. Dean gets it up to Norton. Norton, no good. Contested shot, and then it goes out of bounds off of Chesapeake. So it'll be Dragons ball. Enriquez and Dean are going to come out for Barfield and Roche. Willie Jones is going to come back into the game for number 12, Ashton Pratt. It'll be Dragons ball, 23 seconds on the shot clock, 12:21 on the game clock. Johnson needs to get it in, gets it into Truth Norton. He's just going to back it out and then hand it off. Nope, fake hands it off. Fooled me, and then Norton kicks it out to Barfield. Barfield open for three. Too strong. He runs for the rebound, but Shaft is able to get it. Shaft Clark, that is. And then now Hooks gives it up to Krettel. Back to Hooks. Baseline three open for Jones, and he gets that to go. So just like that, it's a 3-point ball game. Jaden Johnson gets the ball across the line over to Roche, his first touch of the game. Barfield over to Norton. And now Roche able to save it from going out of bounds, gets it to Norton. He bounces it back to Barfield. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They have to move. Roche. And Roche, shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. Turnover to Steve Jacks. So 11:25 left in the first half. Immediate timeout, so we're going to step aside. Dragons up 3, 14-11. We'll be back. All right, coming out of the media timeout, Dragons first back out on the court. Christian Dean, 3 of 4 from the field, 3 threes made on 3 attempts. He has 9 points, 2 rebounds. He leads all scorers. It'll be Chesapeake ball. Jones gets it into Credle. Dragons running pressure defense. But that was easily done by Chesapeake, then thrown all the way across. Credle comes up with it, battling a teammate, and then he kicks it out to Jones. Jones for another 3, off the side of the backboard, no good. Johnson comes down with it, gets it to Norton. Norton gets it to Barfield. Barfield is blocked by Jones, and now Credle gets it up to Clark, and Clark gets the layup to go. So it's a 1-point lead for the Dragons, as Chesapeake starts to settle into this game. Roche over to Norton. Now Johnson. Johnson over to Norton. Under 10 seconds left on a shot clock. And Norton throws it away. Tried to throw it down low to Jami. It was too high and he wasn't ready for it. Dragons offense looks a little confused and chaotic at the moment. 2-2-1 press defense. Johnson's able to smack it out of bounds on Jones's pass. Christian Dean will come back into this game. For Truth Norton.
Re-entering the game for the Dragons.
Hooks gets the ball in. Credle throws it all the way up to Clark. Clark finds Jones, who's cutting in the lane, and he gets the easy bucket. And Chesapeake has their lead. First lead of the game. 15-14. Now Dean. Johnson. Inside to Roche. And Roche is blocked by Shaft Clark, and then goes out of bounds off of Anthony Jami. So it's going to be Chesapeake ball. And Credle now back to Jones. Up to Credle. Credle gets it across the line. And then he swings it out to Hooks, who Hooks throws it down low. It's stolen away by Jami. Rivers was not ready for the pass. Now Johnson going to drive the whole way, get the layup to go. And smart play by Jaden Johnson, just going to take on the defense, get a high percentage shot, though it was contested. Now Hooks, back over to Jones. Jones throws it up to Clark, who will shoot a 3. Shaft Clark no good on the 3. Jami gets a rebound. And now Johnson gets it across the line. Swings it out to Dean. Dean thought about a 3. He's going to step in, take a deep 2, get that to go. 11 points for Christian Dean. And he is on fire in this first half. Jones over to Credle. Credle gets it across the line to Clark. Clark to Rivers. Rivers going to shoot a 3. Gets that to go. Tie ball game, 18 all. Johnson calls out a play for his team. Gets it across the line. Now Barfield over to Dean. Dean drives and gets the tough shot to go. Christian Dean show here in Columbia in the first half. Now Credle throws it over to Jones. Jones gets it to Rivers. Rivers thought about a shot. Now Rivers will take a 3. Too strong. Rebound goes to Barfield. Barfield's going to push it. Get around the defender. Gets it to go. And now a 3-point opportunity for Sincere Barfield. The foul is going to be on number 15. That is Josh Rivers. Ashton Pratt will come into the come in for Rivers. Emmanuel Enriquez will come in for Jami. So Dragons will go into their little small lineup with Enriquez being the big on the court. Barfield with a chance for a 3-point play. And he converts it. 23-18. Now Moody, who came back into the game for Chesapeake. Now Credle gets it back to Jones. Jones bounces it up to Moody. And then Moody is trapped. Now Pratt, and then Emmanuel Enriquez gets a good little kick on the ball. So it'll be Chesapeake ball, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 8 minutes on the game clock. He throws it in right away to Moody. Moody's going to shoot a three. Too strong. Rebound drops to Jones, and then Crettle's going to take a three. No good. And Christian Dean comes down with it, drops it off to Jaden Johnson. Johnson over to Dean, who hands it off to Barfield. Dean will shoot a three. Too short on that one. Did not get the friendly roll. Jones pulls down the rebound, and now Moody gets it across the line. Krettel over to Jones. Back to Krettel. Now Pratt along the baseline drops it back to Krettel. Deep three. Gets that to go. Cuts it to a 2-point lead. Jaden Johnson gets it across the line. Now Roche. Dean almost got stolen away, and he ends up knocking it out of bounds. Now he's laying on the ground. We have a media timeout, so we're going to step aside. Dragons up by 2, 23-21. 6:56 left in the first half. All right, Colin Harshman checks into the game for the Dragons for Arthur Roche. So it will be Barfield, Johnson, Dean, Enriquez, and Harshman. We'll have Jones, Moody, Pratt, Krettel, and Clark for the Skipjacks. Now Krettel over to Moody. Moody inside to Clark. Clark kicks it out to Krettel. Krettel pump fake, steps in, mid-range jumper, no good. And Dean comes up with the rebound, gets it up to Johnson. Johnson's just going to slow it down. Johnson calling out. Coach Smelkinson wants some movement from his team. Harshman over to Enriquez. Enriquez is going to drive and can't get it to go. A little too strong. Dean battled for it, but it ended up dropping to Jones of the Skipjacks. They have a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Now Krettel over to Moody. Krettel's going to shoot a three. No good. Enriquez gets the rebound, and now Johnson heading the other way. Johnson gets it across the line, gets it to Barfield. Now Harshman. Dean. Dragons need to find people to score more than just Christian Dean. He has 13 points, more than half. Johnson gets stripped. Barfield comes up with it, then Barfield gets stripped, and Colin Harshman's left open for three. Too strong. Rebound drops to Shaft Clark. Now Pratt gets it across the line. Moody bounces it down low to Clark. Clark, tough take, no good. Taps it up and, Jones taps up and in. And we are tied at 23 apiece, under 5 minutes left in the first half. Truth Norm will come back into this game for the Dragons. Harshman to Dean. Dean inside to Enriquez. Enriquez just going to shoot and get the 2-point shot to go over Jones. Now Moody brings it up the court. Now Krettel over to Pratt. Now Krettel going to drive up the center, kicks it out, but it's stolen away by Barfield, but it goes off his leg and out of bounds. So Hooks will come back into this game for Shaft Clark. Jaden Johnson's going to take a seat for Truth Norton.
Re-entering the game for the Dragons, number 4, Truth Norton.
Hooks inside to Jones. Good no-look pass. He is fouled. Did not make the shot, but he will go in line for 2. Dragons got lucky that did not roll in. Foul is going to be called on number 10. That's Colin Harshman. That's his first foul.
Fouls with number 10, Colin Hirschman. That's his first of 2 seconds.
Jones misses the first one short on the front of the rim. Second free throw. No good on that. Rebound goes to Emmanuel Enriquez. And now Barfield's going to run points since Jaden Johnson came out of the game. Gets it to Harshman. Now Dean swings it to Norton. Looking inside for Dean. And Dean gets blocked by Hooks. An immediate timeout, so we're going to step aside. Dragons have a 2-point lead, 25-23 with 3:59 left in the first half. We'll be back. All right, back here in Columbia. So the Dragons, Christian Dean 13 points, Emmanuel Enriquez 4. On the other side of the ball, even scoring pretty much all around by Chesapeake. They're led by Willie Jones with 7 points. Outside of that, Krettel and Rivers have 5 apiece. Shaft Clark has 4. It'll be Dragons ball, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Enriquez, nice move, left-handed layup, up and good. Good play coming out of the timeout. And now Moody brings it up the court. Gets it across the line. Swings it to Krettel, and then Dean gets the steal, and Krettel's pass, throws it up to Norton. Norton misses the layup. Barfield comes up with the rebound, kicks it out to Enriquez, who's open at the top for 3. No good on that. And Hooks gets the rebound. Now Krettel gets it poked away. He's able to recover it, drops it back to Hooks, and then they're saying it's out of bounds off the Dragons, much to the Dragons bench's chagrin. Now Krettel gets the inbound. Moody back to Krettel. He pump fakes, drives, kicks it out to Moody, who thought about a 3. Then he's going to step to his left and take a 3. No good. Enriquez comes down with the rebound. And now Barfield looking to push it. Gets it to Harshman. Now Dean. Harshman's going to shoot a 3. His feet weren't really set. A bit of a rushed possession for the Dragons there. Now Moody to Pratt. Pratt drives baseline, gets blocked by Enriquez. It goes out of bounds off the Dragons. Oh, I'm sorry. Out of bounds off the skipjacks. It'll be Dragons ball. What a block by Emmanuel Enriquez. And now Barfield, team with a 4-point lead, under 3 minutes left in the first half. Norton over to Dean. Now Harshman gets it over to Barfield. Down low to Dean. Dean on Moody has, a little too strong. He had the mismatch there, but a little too strong on the shot. And now Hooks over to Moody. Moody drives, kicks it out to Pratt. Pratt drives baseline and gets the tough layup to go. 27-25. Dragons are in the lead by 2 points. Now Harshman over to Norton. And then a foul's going to be called on Ashton Pratt.
Chesapeake foul number 12, Ashton Pratt.
Willie Jones comes out of the game for number 21, Shaft Clark. Up at number 15, Josh Rivers is going to come in for Ashton Pratt. So now Harshman looking to get it inbounds. Has to throw it out to Norton. He has to struggle to save it, but somehow gets it to Dean. And then Dean gets a floater crossing the lane to drop. 15 points for Christian Dean in this first half. Now Rivers inside the Hooks. Hooks is going to drive. Hand in his face, no good. And it goes out of bounds off of Christian Dean. So now Krettel looks inbound it, gets it into Rivers, who swings out to Hooks, who gets it down to Krettel. Krettel gets the foul, gets the shot to go, and will have a chance at a three-point play. Foul is going to be on Colin Harshman. That's his second foul.
Our fouls on number 10, Colin Harshman. That's the second, the team's third.
So Krettel, chance for a three-point play here. Gets it to go. Cuts the Dragons lead to 29-28. 1:34 and counting left in the first half. An exciting half of basketball so far. Harshman gets the pass, but then he's stripped by Moody. And Moody gets the layup to go.
LaShawn Moody.
Harshman in a tough position, having 2 fouls already. Couldn't really foul there. So now Dragons down by 1. Chesapeake up 30-29. Enriquez gets the pass taken away from him. They're going to call a foul on Shaft Clark. It'll be Dragons ball. Jaden Johnson's going to come in for Sincere Barfield.
Number 1, Jaden Johnson.
Jami's going to come in for Colin Harshman.
5, Anthony Jami.
Enriquez gets it into Johnson. We're back underway. Truth Norton over to Jami. 1 minute left in the first half. Christian Dean getting harassed by Hooks, and they're going to call a foul on Hooks.
Chesapeake foul on number 1, Brendan Hooks. That's his first to the team's sixth.
So that's Brendan Hooks' first foul. "30-second timeout called by Coach Smelkinson. We'll stay here with you. Dragons shooting 41.4% from the field. Chesapeake 40.6. Dragons 3 of 8 from three-point range. 3 of 13 for Chesapeake. Dragons 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Chesapeake 1 of 3. Dragons have 6 turnovers to Chesapeake's 7. Dragons have 7 points off turnovers to Chesapeake's 6. Dragons are being out-rebounded by 1, 20-19. Dragons have 6 steals. Christian Dean, 15 points. Emmanuel Enriquez, 6. On the other side, Krettel with 8 and Willie Jones with 7. Coming out of this, Coach Smelkinson setting up a play for the Dragons here. Johnson gets it into Dean. Dean misses the shot, and then he is fouled by Hooks, and Hooks picks up 2 quick fouls. Oh no, they called on Krettel. And Dean will go to line. Oh no, it's on LaShawn Moody. That's his first. So Dean will go to line for a 1-and-1. Makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Makes them both. Dragons back up to a 1-point lead. Krettel now dealing with the press from the Dragons. Gets it to Rivers. Rivers gets it to Hooks, who gets it to Moody. Moody swings it across for Krettel, who's open for 3. No good. And then Krettel gets his own rebound. And then Jones misses the 3. I'm sorry, Clark misses the 3. Dean got it. Then now excellent pass by Enriquez up to Johnny, and he gets the finger roll. And a timeout is called by Coach Sachs of the Skipjacks. It's a 30-second timeout, so you stay with you. Dragons now have a 3-point lead, and Manuel Enriquez, a phenomenal pass. Dean got the rebound off the missed 3. Enriquez found Jami, head into the lane, and Jami got the easy finger roll. And so now Coach Sachs, with his team having 26.8 seconds, no shot clock. They can hold it for the last shot, so he's going to look to draw up a play to get his team either tied or down by 1 going into halftime. So it'll be Rivers looking to inbound it to Krettel. The Dragons are going to back off, not run a press. And we are underway. Final 26.8 seconds of this first half. Krettel has the ball. He gets trapped immediately as he gets across the line, but he's able to get out of it. Now Moody swings it over to Hooks, who's open for 3. No good. Rebound falls to Enriquez and Clark. There's a jump ball, so it'll be Dragons ball with 11.8 seconds left in the half. So Christian Dean will look to inbound it to Jaden Johnson. And we are 10 seconds left. Johnson gets it across the line, gets a pick from Jami. Johnson drives, fall away jumper, no good. Jami now just gonna fire off a 2, and he gets it to go. Anthony Jama with the deep 2. And at the end of the first half, the Dragons have a 5-point lead, 35-30. What a job by Anthony Jami to get the offensive rebound and then kind of the deep 2 to drop. We will be back at the start of the second half. Dragons have a 5-point lead.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty who care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Badder done. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Bust up 4-5 Nanko, 1 Remington. Any boy this ballot on them in a Kellington. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done, we kill a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Baseline drop a tell you who baseline.
Nobody better than we. Nobody better than we.
Badder than, bad from me bad. Where you get your badder from? Thing where me get. Coulda come from Afghanistan. They don't want see this cross make me up in me hand. But other man, you know me vibes can done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big other man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch a song boy run.
Yo, walk with the rapper pam pam. From a guy this day program, shot a slam. Them say them a bad man, me have a hawk. Which one? When we a fire shot, pull pin and fling bomb. Them dead be have a trample them like kings. Dogs pull up on your foot and none of them no sing song. Balaclava pan face, matic in a hand. When I have time for waste with the rapper pam pam. Shot a slam me better than.
Nobody better than we.
Badder done.
badder than, badder than, badder than.
Do you mind if I wild out a little? 'Cause I'm just a little drunk and I wanna come party with you a little. Can I look into your eyes? I can tell that you're high too. That's okay, baby, 'cause I just wanna party with you. 'Cause when we hit the beat, baby, I just wanna party with you all night. Someone on my phone, 'cause I can't hold my tongue. 'Cause if I get too drunk, baby, then I'm gonna ruin the fun. That's not your problem.
All right, Matt Trudell back with you here in Columbia for the start of the second half. It'll be Skipjack's ball, down by 5. And we are underway. Moody gets the inbound pass. He gets it across the line. Now Moody inside to Clark, out to Pratt. Now down low to Jones. Jones throws it away. Moody's able to recover it though. And then he underhands it, but can't get it to go. Jami gets the rebound, so the Dragons play good defense in the first possession of the second half. Now they will have a chance to extend their lead. Norton gets the pass from Enriquez, and it's blocked by Clark. Pratt heading the other way, gets it to Moody. And now Pratt inside to Clark, out to Hooks. Hooks hits the bottom of the bucket, and Dean comes up with the steal, and then he throws it away. And Hooks now over to Moody, open for 3. No good. Jaden Johnson tracks down the long rebound. No harm, no foul. Now Jami down low, right-handed layup, had the mismatch against Moody. And now Dragons are going to run that press. Moody now has to get into center. Dean knocks it down. Steal goes to Truden Norton. Now Jaden Johnson, baseline 3, no good. Hooks comes down with it. He's just going to slow it down once he gets across the line, drops it back to Jones. Now Hooks has it. Inside to Clark. Clark gets the little floater to drop. 37-32. Johnson across the line to Dean. Dean 17 points in the first half, leads all scorers. Now Norton wants to get it down low to Jami. Now Dean over to Johnson, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson over to Norton. Norton, 3 seconds left. Norton just has to take a deep 3. Hits the front of the rim. It almost went in, but no good. Now Moody pushing it the other way. Over to Hooks. Back to Moody. Moody wants a pick. Swings it over to Hooks. Thought about a 3. Then he has to get it back to Moody inside to Pratt. Pratt turnaround jumper. Gets that to go right around the free throw line. Dean gets it into Johnson. Dragons up by 3. Johnson hands it off to Dean. Now Enriquez. Jami now driving. And they call a foul on the ground. Foul is going to be on number 5. I guess it's on 4. Yep, that is Willie Jones' second foul.
Jones, second and the team's first.
So now Dragons will have it along the baseline on the right-hand side. Bottom of your screen if you're watching. Johnson looking to inbound it. Gets it into Enriquez, and Enriquez gets the left-handed layup to go. Dragons back in their press. Moody gets the inbound. He's just going to charge up the left, gets it to Clark. Then Clark loses it out of bounds. They say it's off of Jami. Dragons are not happy about it.
Out of bounds, possession remains for the Skipjacks.
Moody inbounds it to Hooks. Hooks over to Moody. Now Jones. Hooks has an open 3. He's going to take it. In and out. Jami comes down with the rebound. And then Dean just taps it back to Johnson. Johnson throws it up to Norton, who's by himself. Then he gets blocked by Clark. Moody. Now Pratt. Back to Hooks. Jones. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Hooks tries to get inside. It's tipped, but he gets it to Clark. And then Jones gets his pass stolen away by Dean. And then Drew Norton on the other end gets a right-handed layup to go. Hooks gets it across the line. Then he's trapped. It's stolen away by Enriquez. And Enriquez with a two-handed slam. And a full timeout is called by Coach Sachs of the Skipjacks. Dragons are now up 9 points. Just like that, we'll be back 43-34, 15-52 left in the second half. All right, back here in Columbia with that last bucket. Emmanuel Enriquez is up to 10 points for the Dragons. So Skipjacks get it in. Moody gets it over to Krettel, who just came back into the game for hooks. Now Jones out to Moody. Moody over to Krettel. Krettel's going to drive. Tough shot, no go, but he is fouled. Fouls on Jaden Johnson. Two fouls. Oh, we're going to take immediate timeout, so we're going to step aside. 15:35 left in the second half. Dragons up 9 points. We'll be back. All right, back from the timeout. Krettel will go to the line for two. The foul was on Jaden Johnson. That's his first. First free throw is no good for Krettel. Bounced around a few times and just rolled out to the right.
One, Jaden Johnson, that's his first and the team's first.
Now Krettel with the second free throw gets that one to go. Johnson gets the inbound. Brings it up the court, gets it to Dean. Now Enriquez over to Norton. Jami now hands it off to Dean. Dean's going to charge. He loses the ball out of bounds, and it will be Skipjack's ball.
Out of bounds, possession to Skipjacks.
Krettel now just going to charge up the left-hand side, gets it to Jones. And then it hit off Krettel's leg. And now Jaden Johnson, after Jami comes up with the steal. Dean, baseline three on the right-hand side, too strong. Now Moody. Moody over to Credle. Inside to Jones. Jones gets it stolen away by Jaden Johnson. Good job getting his hands in the passing lane. Both of these teams have 20 wins on the season. Dragons looking to end a 1-game losing streak. Chesapeake looking to continue a 5-game winning streak. Trude Norton was fouled, but then he was also blocked. Foul's going to be on Moody. They're going to say the foul was on the body before he got ball.
Chesapeake foul number 3, LaShawn. It's his second.
That is his second foul. Norton goes to the line for free throws. First free throw is no good. Josh Rivers will come back into the game for Jones. And Norton makes the second one. Credle gets trapped, so he has to drop it back to Rivers. Rivers gets it up to Pratt. Pratt's dealing with some issues. He has to get it all the way up, gets it to Credle just in time, who swings it over to Clark, who gets a two-handed slam of his own. 44-37, Johnson now with the ball. Up to Norton. Norton swings it over to Dean. Dean down low to Norton. Norton has to drop it off to Jami, who then hands it back to Norton. 5 seconds left. Johnson gonna have an open three as the time expires, and he hits it. 10-point lead for the Dragons. 47-37. Now Clark misses it. They call a foul. So Clark will go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul's going to be on Jami. So Shaft Clark will go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, they called the foul on Christian Dean. That's his first. Clark, 8 points in this game. First free throw. Makes that, nothing but net. Roche and Barfield come in for Dean and Norton. Clark now with his second free throw. Gets that one to go as well, so he is up to 10 points on the game. Dragons lead is cut to 8. Johnson. Over to Enriquez. Now Barfield to Johnson. Johnson swings it over to Barfield. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Barfield deep 2. Step back. Gets it to go. What a shot by Sincere Barfield. And now Credle gets it up to Moody. Back to Credle. Now he gets it to Moody across the line. Credle looking to drive, then he backs out. Inside to Clark. Clark on Jami. Spins, gets it to Rivers. Rivers can't get the shot to go. Moody somehow comes down with the rebound, and then they're going to call a foul on Sincere Barfield. That's his first. So it'll be Pratt in front of his bench, gets it into Moody. Now Credle just going to shoot a 3 with the hand in his face. No good. Rivers gets the offensive rebound. He gets it out to Moody. Then Moody's going to drive baseline. Enriquez knocks it out of Moody's hands, but they're going to say it's Dragons ball. Dean is going to come into the game for Enriquez.
Re-entering the game for the Dragons, number 24, Christian Dean.
Now Johnson brings it up the court, gets it to Barfield. Roche thinking about driving. He is going to drive. Gets the defender in the air. Misses the shot off the backboard. That was a tough shot. Now Moody finds Pratt, who's open, and he gets the layup. Jaden Johnson calls out a play for his team. Gets it across the line and gets it to Dean. Now Barfield, baseline jumper, no good. Roche comes up with it. But they're going to call a foul on Arthur Roche. And it's a media timeout. Enriquez is going to come back in this game. We're going to take a media timeout. 49-41. Dragons up 8. 11:35 left in the second half. All right, coming out of the media timeout. Dragons with the 8-point lead. It'll be Chesapeake ball. Rivers will look to inbound, gets it to Krettel. Now Moody up to Pratt. Pratt down low to Clark. Back out to Pratt. Now Moody for three. Misses it off the front of the rim. Dragons come down with the rebound. Christian Dean after some infighting. Johnson over to Barfield. Now Enriquez. Enriquez good drive. He gets tripped. And then somehow Jami gets it to Johnson. And then Dean finds Enriquez on the baseline. He misses it, gets his own rebound, misses that, gets his own rebound again. Misses the third time, but then a foul is called. I think they're going to say it's on the floor. Yeah, they are saying it's on the floor. The foul is going to be on Rivers.
Josh Rivers.
That's his second. Big shout out to our guy Brian Garnett, the facilities man, mopping up the floor, making sure there's no sweat. Now Johnson gets it into Dean. Dean finds Barfield open under the basket. He gets two defenders in the air and gets the layup to go. Good ball movement by the Dragons. Now Pratt dealing with the press. Moody gets it up to Pratt. Pratt gets it to Krettel. Krettel ends up throwing it off of Clark's feet. And Jami comes up with the ball. Hands it off to Barfield, who hands it to Johnson. Johnson gets across the line. Dragons with a 10-point lead. Now Johnson. Step back three. No good. Rebound goes to Clark. Dragons' largest lead has been 10. They haven't been able to get past that. Now Rivers thought about a three on the baseline. Now he's going to take one with the hand in his face. In and out. Dean comes down with the rebound. And he's just going to hand it off to Johnson. We are under 10 minutes left in regulation. Dragons with a 10-point lead. Johnson just gets it across the line with a second to spare. Now Johnson tries to throw it down low for Dean. It's too far. So turnover on the Dragons. It's their 9th turnover of the game. Prattle gets the inbound. He's just going to charge up the left side, gets it to Pratt. Pratt hands it off to Moody. And Moody, it's called for a charge. Excellent job by Anthony Jami getting over in position and taking the charge from Moody.
Chesapeake foul number 3, LaShawn Moody. That's his third, the team's fourth.
Now Johnson. To Dean. To Barfield. Now Enriquez going to drive up along the baseline, misses the shot, and then he is fouled on the floor. Foul is going to be on number 15. That is Rivers. That is his third. Dragons will have the ball on the baseline. Johnson gets it into Enriquez, who hands it back off to Johnson. Johnson's just going to back out, reset. Johnson kicks it out to Dean. Dean baseline 3. No good on that one. Same team battling, but Chesapeake ends up coming down with it, and Credle has it up to Moody. Now Moody inside to Clark. Kicks it out to Pratt, baseline 3. In and out on that one. Offensive rebound by Moody. Moody over to Rivers. Rivers for 3, no good. Dean comes down with the rebound. Then he splits 2 defenders. And then he's just going to take it all the way. Misses the layup. Goes out of bounds off of Chesapeake. So it'll be Dragons ball. .22 seconds on the shot clock. 8:36 left in the half. Enriquez is going to come out for Roche. Johnson gets it into Dean, and then Dean is going to be fouled by Rivers, I would imagine. And that is his 4th.
Chesapeake foul number 15, Josh Rivers. It's his 4th and the team's 6th. Re-entering the game with the Skipjacks, number 4, Willie Jones.
Rivers comes out. Willie Jones comes in. It's Dragons ball on the baseline inside. And they're going to call another foul. The foul is going to be on Shaft Clark. And now 1-1 coming Anthony Jami's way. Jami gets the friendly home roll. And now the Dragons take their largest lead of the game, 11 points.
Chesapeake fouls number 21, Shaft Clark. He is 2nd and the team's 7th.
Can't get the second one to go. Clark gets the rebound, and now Moody's going to push it up the court. Now Credle. It throws it off of Roche's foot. He'll stay with the Skipjacks. Now Moody over to Credle, inside to Jones. Jones driving, misses the shot at the basket. Jami taps it down to Johnson. Roche hands it off to Barfield, over to Dean. Now Roche. Johnson inside to Roche, and he gets stripped by Credle. And now Moody heading the other way. Credle over to Clark. Back to Credle. Credle drives to his right, spins back to his left, throws up a wild shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Johnson is able to get it. And Johnson's going to just dump it off to Anthony Jami for a two-handed slam. And Dragons now have a 13-point lead. Moody gets across the line over to Pratt. Pratt gets it to Jones inside. Jones throws it away, stolen away by Dean. He throws the pass up to Johnson, which is tipped. And then Jones gets two defenders out of the way and gets the easy layup. Now Moody across the line. Moody's going to drive, and then he is fouled by Jami. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Arthur Roche. And it is immediate timeout, so we're going to step aside. 56-41, 6:42 left in the second half. All right, back here in Columbia. We will have Moody going to the line for free throws. Foul was on Jami. That was his second. Moody's first free throw. No good, too strong.
Possession out of Dean Arthur Roche. Second team's pick.
And now the second free throw for Moody. Makes the second one. Roche gets it into Johnson. Now Barfield over to Roche. Dean gets around Krettel. Floater in the lane, too strong, no good. Clark comes down with the rebound. And now Hooks, who's back in the game, drops it off to Jones. And he's going to get it back, call out a play for his team. Now Moody bounces it down low to Clark. And he gets a reverse layup to go after getting Jami in the air. The Dragons up by 12 now. Barfield over to Dean. Now Johnson. 10 seconds on the shot clock, down to 8. Barfield with the ball, 5. He's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Jami. He bounces it over. Dangerous pass, and Clark gets the steal. If he would have looked the other way, he had some open teammates. Now Hooks calls out a team play for his team. Enriquez is going to come back into this game. Moody. Now Krettel. Krettel's is going to take a deep 3. No good. Rebound goes to Sincere Barfield. He got up way high for that. And now he's just going to bring it up the court. Now Johnson. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Johnson gets around Moody, then he's poked away by Kretl. Then Kretl loses it out of bounds. It will be Dragons ball. Enriquez is going to come in for Jami. Dragons will have 3 seconds. Coach Smelkin's going to call a timeout, 30-second timeout, to discuss this play. They have 3 seconds to get it off. They're up by 12, 4:41 left on the clock. Dragons have forced 17 turnovers today. They have committed 11 of their own. Both teams shooting poorly from the free throw line. The Dragons have a 12-point lead, largely in part to Christian Dean's 17 points, followed by Enriquez and Jami both having 10 apiece. Christian Dean, 17 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds. Enriquez, 10 points, 9 rebounds. Jami, 10 and 7. Jaden Johnson, 7 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Chaff Clark leads his team, 12.7 rebounds. Kretl with 9, Pratt with 8, and Willie Jones with 7. So it's going to be Dragons ball. Got to look to score quickly here. Dean will be the one inbounding. And he finds Enriquez, who drops it off to Dean. Dean, 2, right around the free throw line. No good. Roche charges and gets the offensive rebound. Caught the skipjack sleeping. And what a play by Arthur Roche. Now Johnson, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now Barfield to Dean. Dean gets it to Enriquez, 2 seconds. He has to just fire off a quick 2. No good. And Jones comes up with the rebound for the Skipjacks. Hooks over to Kretl. Kretl gets it to Clark. Out to Hooks. Now Moody's going to shoot a baseline 3. No good. Enriquez comes down with the rebound, but he was fouled by Kretl. So free throws coming Dragons' way.
Media timeout.
It's a media timeout. 56-44, Dragons up with 3:59 left in the second half. We'll be back. All right, coming out of media timeout. We will have a 1-and-1 coming, I believe, Enriquez's way. The foul was on Kretl. That's his first. Made the front end of the 1-and-1. Makes both of them. Stretches the lead back out to 14 points. Moody now gets it across the line quickly over to Jones. Now Moody. Moody gets it inside to Clark. Clark loses the ball. On the ground battling for it. It is a jump ball. It will be Dragons ball. Good hustle play by Emmanuel Enriquez after Christian Dean got his hand on the ball.
Possession to the Dragons.
We're going to need a mop again.
Give it up for Brian Garnett.
So the skipjack, it will be Dragons ball. Skipjacks are going to run a press. Enriquez gets the inbound from Dean. Now Johnson. Going to bounce it over to Dean. And Dean just did a backcourt violation, but he got away with it. Happened right in front of me. So Dragons get bailed out there. Christian Dean will look to inbound the ball. Inbound to Johnson. Barfield driving. Gets the tough layup to go. What a play by Sincere Barfield. Now Moody. Dragons' largest lead of the game. Hooks. Over to Krettel. Back over to Hooks. Now Jones for three. No good. Enriquez comes down with the rebound. And he drops it off to Johnson. And we are under 3 minutes left to go in this game. Dragons are starting to pull away from a very good Chesapeake team. Again, they're 20-4 on the season. Now Dean, he's going to shoot a three. No good. And Moody now gets it up to Hooks. Hooks gets blocked off the backboard by Enriquez. And Barfield gets it. Barfield gets across the line. Dragons are in no rush here with the clock in their favor. Dean now. Roche will shoot a three. No good. Hooks gets the rebound. Now Moody drops it back to Clark, and then Hooks is open for three. No good on that. Battle for the rebound. Clark gets it. Can't get the putback, but then gets another offensive rebound, gets another putback. And Coach Sachs of the Skipjacks will call a timeout. It's a full timeout, so we're going to step aside. 2 minutes left in the second half. Dragons up 60-46. All right, coming out of the timeout. It'll be Dragons ball dealing with pressure from the Skipjacks again. And Johnson gets the inbound. Being guarded by Moody. He gets it over to Barfield. Barfield gets it across the line. He's just going to take it the whole way and get the layup to go. What a play by Sincere Barfield. Coming on as of late. 4 straight points for him. Now Jones over to Hooks. Jones inside to Clark. Clark finds Krettel on the baseline, but he's stripped by Dean. Then Dean tries to throw it off his legs, but it ends up in Barfield's hands. Barfield throws it to Enriquez, who gets the easy oop layup off the backboard. And Dragons are now up by 18 points with a little over a minute left in this game. Krettel for three. Gets that to go.
Elijah Regal.
Coach Sachs calls another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay here with you. Dragons 40.6% from the field. Chesapeake 33.9%. Both teams have hit 4 threes, but the Chesapeake's taken 28 versus the Dragons only taking 17. Dragons have forced 19 turnovers. They've had 18 points off those turnovers. They've committed 11, only giving up 6 off those turnovers. They are out rebounding Chesapeake by 1. They have 13 offensive rebounds. Dragons have 17 assists. Chesapeake has 6 blocks. Dragons have 16 steals to 6 steals on Chesapeake. And Dragons have 11 second chance points to Chesapeake's 9. Coming out of the timeout, it's going to be Dragons ball again, 64-49 with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Barfield over to Johnson. 5 seconds to spare. Gets it over the line with 2 seconds to spare. We are under 1 minute left here in the second half. Dragons are looking to win this game, end their 1-game losing streak, and get a big Region 20 victory against the Skipjacks team. Johnson travels.
Traveling violation. Turnover to the Skipjacks.
Jones gets it into Moody. 42 seconds left on the clock. Moody gets it to Credle. Credle, floater on the baseline, no good. Dean comes down with the rebound. He's just going to get it across the line, and he's just going to go the whole way and get 2 points. 19 points for Christian Dean. And now Credle, and they're going to call a block on Christian Dean. Christian Dean picks up his second foul. Credle's going to shoot a 3. He makes it. 66-52. And Sincere Barfield gets the inbound, and that is going to end the game. They're just going to hold it out. Dragons will win 66-52, improve to 21-5 on the season. 14-3 in Region 20. 13-2 at home. Chesapeake's going to fall to 20-5. 10-5 in the conference. And the Dragons improve their resume. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. We will be back Wednesday night against CCBC Catonsville to round out the regular season. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you Wednesday.